Right, welcome to today's video. Today's video we're going to be upgrading the amplifier on my Android radio. So yeah, I've took the radio out of its case. This is a Fiesta radio, Ford Fiesta. We're going to be replacing amplifier chip. The original one is a TDA7388. The one that I purchased is a TDA7560, which will give me 2 ohm load support, so I can put two ohm speakers, which I won't really do that, but I am running 3 ohms already with this amplifier chip, and it's not really rated for it. I do plan on upgrading all the speakers. This gets very hot, hence why I have added a heatsink. So what we're going to do here is remove the board. Now, right, so we don't really need a screen at the moment. Here's the board. We're going to remove this connector here. Hey, something stupid I've done. I will show you. So I put glue on this, thinking the cables wouldn't come out, because I had one of them come out. It broke from the little pin that's in it. So I soldered it back. I don't know which one it was. I soldered it back and I put glue on it, and yeah, here's the outcome. It glued itself inside because the glue melted, because this gets so hot. As you can see, glue dripping and everything. And yeah, very bad, very bad. This gets hot. When I mean hot, I mean hot, to the point where the amplifier starts clipping. So that means it's approaching its maximum temperature. I don't know at what point it starts clipping itself, throttling basically. But yeah, it gets fucking hot. It gets so hot that I can't really touch it. That's how hot it gets. But yeah, I need to upgrade this a little bit more. I'm going to show you what I've done so far, upgrade wise. So I've added a couple capacitors extra that I had laying around. Try to do this on a budget, obviously. That heatsink I also had laying around. I added some what do you call it? Some spacers, and I put super glue on them to make them solid. They're solider. They're not solid, but yeah. Still not enough. I need to add more heatsinks to it, and probably a fan on this here. Need to either cut a slot here and add a little fan pushing the heat out from inside, or something. I don't know yet. But either ways, with this amplifier upgrade, it's going to be a bit more necessary. But yeah, let's get on to the replacement. Yeah. So the amplifier we're going to upgrade today is here. I don't know if you can see that. 7560. Now I'm going to show you something. I know this works because I've tested it on a board that I have here. It's not the same board, but it's from a different radio. But it has the same, or had the same TDA7388. And I've done the necessary mod to it, and it works. So yeah, that is the plan. We are going to upgrade this one as well. Performance wise, I didn't really notice huge performance. To be fair, I didn't even notice the performance because I didn't really try it before and after. But I know how my radio sounds with the original TDA7388. So yeah, it'll be a nice thing to check, see how much better it is. And then yeah, I'm gonna obviously upgrade the speakers. So this is the radio, the board from the radio that I'm using now. Let me clean that with IPA and show you. the markings, and I'm going to show you the differences as well, how you can tell if you've got a genuine chip or not. Where are the markings? Right, 7388. I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, too bad, but you will see it when it comes out. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a multimeter to show you what I'm on about. Right, one. Where the fuck did that go? Alright. One of my new acquisitions. Bought this off AliExpress. These are replaceable, so when you fuck them up, you can replace the tips. They're really nice electronics. Prongs or test leads. Fine point, really nice. Right. Okay. So to test this, these are both the same. The pin outs should be the same. Here's what you do. So this is the board that's in my radio right now, the original. So we're going to get this into ohms mode, which is it's now. And we're going to test channel 1 and channel 2. See what it shows. 120 ohm. 120 ohm. 120 ohm. And 120 ohm. So these are the 4 channels. Now this is the TDA7560 2.7K 2.7, well 2.8K, okay, 2.7, 2.7. That's how you check if you have a genuine chip or not, because you can buy fake chips and they will read, well, a stupid value. That is the normal value for a TDA 7560. Now I could test this outside, really, and will I do that? I probably can do. Not really a problem in doing so. So where is channel 1 and 2, pin 3, and let me see here. Alright, pin 1, 2, 3. Pin 3 and 4. Oh, it's reading 4 ohms on this guy. Mega ohm on that. That's probably the. Oh, this is reading a mega ohm. 27K. Okay. Let's read a different channel. I mean, this is outside of the board. It could do a difference. Once it's inside the board, it'll matter a bit more. So anyway, I trust the seller. This is not the first time I buy from the seller. So this is I've ordered last week the chip, and the first one at least was genuine. So if this one isn't genuine, we'll find out, I guess. We will test it once it's inside the board. Alright, so to remove the chip, let's go ahead and take the guy out. This is not the board that we're working on. This is the one. First thing I'm going to do, just clean this real quick with some IPA so I don't get my hands dirty and whatnot. because I'm going to be pulling on that. I'm going to turn the temperature up to 400, put some more heat in the board. Right, I've got some flux here, some diesel rim pump. Get some water on that boy. Alright, let's crack on here. We're going to put a bit of flux on this. It's not really necessary. Just fancy smoking myself out here. I'm joking. Proper unhealthy. I'm talking the window though. Alright, so first of all, I don't know if this is lead free or not. I mean the soda they use. I know my one is not. My one has lead, which makes it not so nice to breathe. So we're going to add a massive blob here, just like that, so we can flick about with it. And here's how we're going to remove this chip. I'm going to grab it. Oops. Well, the last one came out quite nicely, I won't lie to you. The same manner, the hot air station method wasn't working for me, so this might take a while. Some people recommend cutting the legs off, but I don't know if I want to reuse the chip or not. So is why I use this method. It's getting hot. Oh my. There we go. Oh. Whoa, she's hot. Alright, cool. So that's the chip removed. We're going to clean that now. Let me quickly show you again. 7388. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah. You can see if I really wanted to reuse this guy, I could still probably reuse it. But chances are I do not really want to. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to get the meter out and check if there's anything on the channels resistance wise. Nothing. Okay. Right. What we'll do now is just flush out the pads. So get the APA out. Let's quickly clean that board. It's got a bit of fucking shit on there. We'll obviously clean it better once we're done with it, but for now. Kind of scratched it a little bit, unfortunately, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem. That little copper, bit of copper that's showing there, I don't really know what that is, but I'm going to measure it just quick to see if it's a ground pad. It could be. Yeah, it is. Right, that is a ground pad, so I'm not too concerned about that. What else can we see here? Nothing interesting. Right, so here's what we do now. How long have we been going on for? 17 minutes. Damn. Oh, don't do this now to me. Should still work, no? So one by one we're gonna try to empty these pads out. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean this because this is doing my head in. Give us a sec. Alright, I think we're back in business now. So here we go. This might be a bit tedious, but it is what it is. As you can see, we need to empty the holes out. So far, so good. Just doing a good job. Surprisingly, they're all coming out nicely. A lot easier than the other one that I've done. Could be because of the... I don't remember what temperature I said it's at last time. They're nicely coming out. This last one is trying to be a cunt. Well, not last one. Last one is right here. Are these round ones? They could be. What I like to do is, if they're being a bit stubborn, pack them out with a little bit of solder to help pull it out. Did that come out? No, did pull it out a little bit, but not straight through. So we'll like that one. That one came out. No. Bastard. Put a flux on it, maybe it'll help. Perhaps we suck it from this side. That side's not going to work. Bastard. Just out of curiosity, once again, I have a feeling that it's a ground pad. So we will put that in continuity mode just to check. This is a ground pad, hence why it's very hard to take out, because ground pads are normally quite thick. So, you bastard. Why are you stubborn? Just fuck off. There you go. Got him. So, good way to see this is by shining light straight through it. As you can see, light. Lovely. So at this point, you get the replacement TDA7560, and we will pop it through the holes, make sure they all line up, otherwise you're going to bend the pins. These pins are fucking tricky to go through, because some of them are bent and stuff, you know. The Chinese don't really send these in the best packing ever, and a lot of them get bent, which isn't good. So you kind of have to fiddle around with them, get a tweezer out, which I do have. So that guy here is not wanting to go straight through. Give him a tug, pull him to the hole, and it should go in. Come on, you bastard. Beautiful. I'll make sure all the pins go through. Would you look at that? He's in. Beautifully. All the pins. And your next step will be to just solder it, really. Now, if you want, not really necessary, but you can put a little bit of flux in the area. And a quick way of soldering this, you know, put a bit too much water in this fucking thing. It's alright. So just like that. No. Just to make sure, pass them through. Now, let me quickly just clean this shit off. Get the multimeter out again. I'll clean that off in a bit, but first let's do the comparisons. .7 kilo ohm, as you can see on the channels. 2.7 almost, really. 2.7 as well. It's the same as this one. Or is it? Well, actually, yeah, it's definitely reading slightly different. If that matters, I am not really sure, I'll be honest. They're all reading about the same though, on all channels. It's close enough to me, you know. I mean, yeah. Every bit of chip is built different. They're all different silicone and everything, so silicon. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Your next step will be cleaning it off and testing it, really. See if it improved anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the replacement, you know. What you do now is get a good bit of IPA on this paper. And literally just, this is how I do it at least, break the paper on it, doesn't matter. People used to clean it with soap. Used to clean the boards with soap, the same method. Paper, soapy water, and just do this. Just scrape the boards and it does a really good job, but with IPA is better because obviously, for obvious reasons, IPA is, I don't know about I don't think it's conductive, you know, and evaporates nicely, so you get a nice clean board after it. Clean the rest of the board around it. Now, a final inspection. I don't really have a microscope, but I can already see a couple of issues, which will require me to get the soldering iron out. There's a bridge, and we can fix that real quick, hopefully without using flux. Flux is really nice to aid with splitting bridges. You put the flux on there and the flux will do all the work for you, really, but then you have to clean. I don't like leaving flux on the PCB. Can cause corrosion as well. So where's that bridge? Somewhere around here, isn't it? Good to me. This one here as well. What you can do as well is, I mean, just give every pin a little bit of fresh solder. Just fucked up. Trying to rush it is not ideal. Oh, fuck off. See? The flux is amazing. Bloody good stuff. Well, the last thing I want to do is check if this last pin here, I don't know what it does, but they sent me a broken one. Well, it's not fully broken, but the bit that goes in the PCB was like snapped. So what we're gonna do is check if there's continuity from the actual pin here. There is. So I'd say we're alright. We're good. Now I'll put this shit back together and fucking send it. Test it. See how hot it's gonna get. See if it pops. Hopefully fucking not. Which means I'll have to replace it fucker again. And that's not really something I fucking want to do. I want to get fucking done with, replace the ones, and that's it. Alright. I'm fairly happy with that. Is it straight? Might not be 100% straight, I'll be honest. But you can't really tell. Just hopefully it sits in its socket really nice. By socket, I mean on the frame, the metal frame. Oh, that is it. I'm happy with that. Bit of a quick tidy up, and yeah, we'll put the fucker back together and give it a go. See if it works. I don't doubt it will work. Now, before I forget, there is one more thing that you actually need to do. I almost forgot. So this IC needs a resistor. Well, it doesn't. I don't think it needs it, but you kind of want to put it on. So let me get a 10k resistor. Oh shit. 10k. Here she is. Pardon me. Right, you want to get a 10k resistor. As you can see, same thing I've done here is what you want to do on here. That pin that's actually bent is actually not even that important. That's the HSD pin. Supposedly it's not used unless you use it. Obviously I am going to be using it because HSD is the DC offset detector, and it's not super important, but it's nice to have because DC going through your speakers is what actually kills it. So that goes straight to, I don't know if it's ground or VCC. So we'll cut the fucker here. And before we cut it, again, we're gonna solder it straight on the HSD pin. There she is. Nice and easy. You can break the pin off. Oh, it can't. Not a problem. Voila. So, the next thing that I kind of wanted to do, but I don't know if I'm gonna, is I'll probably order some more of these caps, and I want to upgrade these caps here, the ones that I fitted on, because they're 85 degrees Celsius caps, and just for a measure, I want to upgrade them and fit better ones. 105C rated caps, because shit gets hot. I need to upgrade the heatsink a bit better as well, considering at the moment I got the front channel, I have 3 ohm speakers, and at the back I have the standard ones, and at the front I have tweeters as well. So I don't know what ohms, how much ohms that makes it, having the tweeters and the speakers connected in the same channel. Obviously that probably lowers the resistance a bit, so it pulls more current to drive them. And this chip is stable up to 2 ohms, 2 ohm stable, so it should clip less and it should sound better, but it might get warmer. But we will find out all that good stuff. Well, not fucking around. Didn't even need to get that dirty, did I? Sling it straight in there. If you want, which I do, give that a wipe. It's all over the pins now, but it don't matter. It don't really fucking matter. Put the screws in, and I will go and test this. If it works, obviously, it works. If it doesn't, it fucking doesn't. And I need a new radio. No, I'm joking. I'll put the fucking TDA7388 back, but I'm sure it will work. If it worked on the other board with the same chip and the same upgrade, has to work with this one. I just hope there's a substantial improvement, which at the moment I did test this board, but like I said, I didn't test it before and after, so I don't know how much the improvement was, if there was any. It seemed quite neglectable compared to the one I had in here, but the DSP might be different, and the sound gain and all that stuff might be different on the other board. Hence why I wanted this one and see the difference, because I know the chips are not the same, and from what I've been reading online, the internal resistance of this chip, of the output channels, the resistance matches. It's meant to be 2.7K. So I do believe this is a genuine chip. It will sound louder than it should do, but I don't know if I need to do anything else to make it work properly, such as, I don't know, change some resistors from the input to allow more gain. But at the moment I am not gonna focus on that, and I'm not gonna change that. So yeah. That's that. Well, that's the upgrade done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna upload this at some point. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the goodies. And I'll see you the next time.